Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another SkaterXL trick tip. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to skate mini ramp and transition in general in SkaterXL. So first thing you're going to want to need to know is all the types of different ways to grind in general. So I have a grinding tutorial on my channel already, so maybe if you've never if you're still brand new to SkaterXL and you don't really know how to grind properly yet, maybe watch that video first before you watch this video, because you're going to want to need to know the basics of that before skating transition in SkaterXL. So first thing you're going to want to need to know how to do is pump. So to pump on the transition, you're going to use I'm regular, so I'm using the left analog stick. You see, if you pull down on the left analog stick, he crouches. That's pumping. So using the left analog stick, and it's always going to be the analog stick opposite to what you pop. So I pop with the right analog stick, I'm going to crouch with or pump with the left analog stick, and by pulling it down. And I can also pump by pushing up on the right analog stick, because I pop an ollie with this, but if I push this up, I'm not going to pop an ollie, I will pump instead. Using both of them together, I think it causes you to pump a little bit harder. I'm not sure, I haven't really tested that out. I normally only use one stick and it works for me. But yeah, you can try out using both sticks and see if you gain a little bit more speed doing that. So if you look on my control overlay, you see how I'm holding it down while riding up and then letting it go while coming down. That's pretty much how you pump, and if you just keep doing that, you're going to get more and more speed. It takes a little bit of practice to time it correctly and to learn it correctly. But yeah, if you just keep practicing that, you should be able to gain speed while riding on the mini ramp. And that's what you're going to need to know for all the types of grinds and stuff you're going to be doing, because while you're grinding on the coping, as soon as you drop back in, you're going to want to pump. As soon as you go up to the other side, you're going to want to pump. As soon as you drop back in, you're going to want to pump. So you're constantly pumping while doing these tricks in SkaterXL or on the transition. So let me just show you a basic backside 5-0 grind. So if you watched my controller overlay, you would have seen that I did two things. I didn't pop to get into the grind, and I used the right analog stick. I clicked in the right analog stick. So if you didn't already know, I did go over this in my grinding tutorial, but let me go over it again quickly. Clicking the right analog stick in while in a grind causes you to go out of the grind to the right without popping. Clicking the left analog stick in while in a grind causes you to go out to the left. So if I do a quick crooked grind and I click the left analog stick in, it's going to pop over to the left side without me having to do anything. Same as if I now click the right analog stick, it's going to go down to the right without me having to pop or do anything like that. So it's very realistic, as in, I remember in like Skate 3 and stuff, you have to pop into your grinds and you can just roll into the coping and stuff. So yeah, use the left and right analog sticks to pop in and out of your grinds, or to roll in and out of your grinds. And like I said, for a basic 5-0, all you would need to do is roll up, pull both sticks down, click the right analog stick, and then turn your body with RT, because you're going to be in this direction when you're doing grinds. So, and you want to land back in the ramp this way. So while you're doing the grind, you're going to click the right analog stick to get off the coping, but then you still need to turn your body. So you still need to roll back into the ramp this way. So watch my control overlay how I do this. You can pull one stick down as well. You don't need to pull two sticks down. It just tweaks it more out like that. So what I'm going to do now is click the right analog stick and use RT, so it turns in and comes out straight. And that obviously works with all types of tricks. You can revert around. You can use RT while coming out to do 180s and stuff. So let me show you that. If I pop over and I want a 180, you 180s there, I use the LT. If you want to go to fakie, crooked grind to fakie, use RT there. And that's going to happen a lot. You're going to hang up on the coping, and to fix that, let me see if I can replicate that. If I do a backside disaster on the coping, and I click RT or L3, he's gonna hang up. So what you want to need to do is lift your board. So you know when you nose manual, you can lift your board. You're pretty much going to want to slightly lift your board while coming out of things like lip slides. And whenever you hang up, you're not always going to hang up, but when you do hang up, just use this technique. Use the manual and the nose manual technique to lift your board slightly, getting out of the grind. So let me just show you again. I'm going to hang up, push a little bit down, and there I pushed too much down because I nollied out. You don't want to push that far down. And there we go. You got out of it quite easily. But basically just, if you want to go to a lip slide, just try and lift your board up a little bit. As you can see there, I pushed up with both sticks. One or both, it doesn't really matter. I prefer using the nollie stick just because it's the same stick you use for a nose manual, so it lifts his trucks up a bit higher. So that's how you can fix that. If you're hanging up, just give a little bit of a nudge upwards and he will lift his board. Same way as if you hang up front side, just give a little, or not front side, forwards, regular, just give a little bit of a nudge downwards and he will hopefully come out of the trick quite smoothly. So yeah, obviously to do grinds and stuff, all you do is roll onto the coping. Look, I'm pushing both sticks upwards for a nose grind, clicking the right analog stick in, and he drops in. I also used LT, so he straightens his body out. If I don't use LT, look what happens. He comes out sort of skew, going the wrong way, but I want him to go more towards the left, so I click LT while doing so. Doing this and clicking the right analog stick in will cause him to go that way. Doing this while clicking the left analog stick in will obviously cause him to go that way. It also it depends on which way the camera is facing you. Sometimes if the camera is behind you, you have to click the opposite stick as to what you normally would. It's a bit of a bug, but you will get used to it. Just learning which stick to click is the hardest part about vert. So if I do this, I'll click the left analog stick and he'll go in. So yeah, just play around with that. You'll get used to it after a while. Learning what stick to click is probably the hardest part. You can also do stalls. So if I want a blunt stall, this is switch blunt, so let me just do a normal blunt. If I want to do a blunt stall, just pull down on both sticks. Click the right analog stick in and he pops out a blunt stall. You can do the same with a nose blunt or 180 blunt, whatever you want to do. Just revert into it the same way. Popping over there, all using the sticks, just clicking the sticks left or right, and you can go in and out. So yeah, I'm not going to show you guys how to do every single type of grind because it's the exact same way you would do it on a rail or ledge in the game. So first learn how to do some street grinds and then apply that same logic to the mini ramp and you'll be able to do it. The only difference being is you don't pop into the tricks. I mean, you can pop in, don't get me wrong, you can pop into anything you want, but you don't need to. You can just roll into everything. You can even, if I tap RT now and want a nollie flip, he'll nollie, well, bad nollie flip, but you get what I mean. You can use the same logic using LT and RT to pop over. So crooked grind, tap LT, he'll pop over to the left side. Crooked grind, tap RT, he'll pop over to the right side. So yeah, LT and RT gives you which direction to pop over. L3 and R3 gives you which direction to nudge over or to bump over. So yeah, just make use of the triggers to turn in and out and to revert into your grinds. So if I do a tail slide, I'm doing a backside power slide with my sticks, and I'm just going to drop in as usual with the right stick. Backside, same concept. Using the power slide and reverting techniques on the coping will get you into different grinds the same way it would as if you pop into them on a rail or a box, and then turning into them as well. So yeah, I hope this helped you. There's not really much I can show you about mega ramps. I mean, I don't really think people struggle to skate mega ramps because, I mean, technically all you're doing is olling and grabbing and spinning. I mean, I get it. You're gonna need to use your index finger and your middle finger when you want to spin and grab on the same side if you're regular. So if I want to backside 360 indie, it is a little bit uncomfortable because I'm using these two buttons and they're in the exact same position, the right trigger and the right button, and then I'm using the analog stick to tweak it, so to turn a bit faster, as you can see there. So if I spin, push the analog sticks together, he'll spin faster. If I want to spin this way, push the analog sticks away from each other, he'll spin faster. But again, that's also in my spinning tutorial. So if you don't know about that, please go watch that video and you'll figure that out too. But yeah, when it comes to skating make ramp, I don't really think there's much else I can show you. Let me just see quickly. It's relatively easy to do. You just grab and spin. If you don't know how to grab or spin, then just watch my sticks. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you. I hope you guys can skate mini ramp correctly after this. And yeah, good luck and see you guys in the next video. Peace.